Somehow I missed this story from about a month ago. Abstinence-only education making a comeback under Trump. That is rich. So, Health and Human Services said that organizations applying for Title X family planning funds have to push abstinence in order to get that federal funding. They also cut funding to Obama's teen pregnancy prevention program. And, the overwhelming irony of Donald Trump pushing abstinence-only education is something I cannot digest. I just can't get it through my head, man. Donald Trump pushing abstinence-only. Here's a guy who, he wasn't only in one porn, he was in two. Now, of course, just so everybody knows, don't vomit just yet. He wasn't the porn actor in the respective porns. They were like Playboy videos, and he was just at the beginning doing the fake lifestyles of the rich and famous nonsense where he's got cameras in his face and he's like, I live a tremendous life, an unbelievable life. Look at these beautiful models. They're unbelievable. So he was in a couple different porns. Of course, not that, I think this is an issue directly affecting the presidency in terms of the personal angle of it, but there was the affair with Stormy Daniels, and then there's also an affair. Stormy Daniels was a porn star. Karen McDougal was a Playboy playmate. That was another one who he had a relationship with. And it wasn't just a one-night stand. The Stormy Daniels thing was more of a one-night stand. The Karen McDougal thing was an actual relationship. So here's a guy who's, cheated a zillion times. He cheats with porn stars and fucking models and all that stuff. And who the fuck are we kidding about Donald Trump withholding from anything he finds pleasurable? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Look at the guy. That guy hasn't been able to say no to a goddamn quarter pounder with cheese, never mind some vagina that he finds even moderately attractive. So, how ridiculous is this? I mean, that's like a fucking headline from The Onion. Donald Trump pushes abstinence-only education. That is legitimately comical. Donald Trump pushes abstinence-only education. God damn it, man. And then, of course, we can't have this conversation without pointing out the fact it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Listen, if you believe in limiting the number of abortions, for example, and everybody on the right agrees to that, hey, we want fewer abortions. Of course they do. They say that's what they want. Well, then you should be in favor of a left-wing approach on issues like this. You should be in favor of family planning clinics. You should be in favor of sex education. Because when you have those things, when you teach condom use and the pill and all that stuff, when you teach about sex from a reasonably young age, well, that's how you are taking the preventative steps, and then people learn those measures, and then they don't get pregnant young, and you don't have as many abortions. So you don't get to have it both ways. They want to say, hey, teach abstinence only, don't have sex education, don't have family planning clinics and stuff like that. Oh, and we also want lower abortions. It's one or the other. You got to pick, son. You got to pick. It's either or. If you want to have the fewer abortions, you want to have the fewer unwanted pregnancies, you want to have the lower rate of STDs, you have to have a liberal approach when it comes to sex education, when it comes to family planning clinics, when it comes to Planned Parenthood. You don't get to have it both ways, but they try. Oh, we're gonna teach abstinence only, and then we're gonna somehow keep the STD rates down and the unwanted pregnancies down and the abortion rates down. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. All the evidence, all the data, all the studies that have come out on this say the exact same thing. So they're just wrong. But this, how many times have we seen this with, far right ideology like trickle down economics? It's been disproven at this point. It is simply not true. The idea that, you cut taxes for the rich and deregulate and a rising tide lifts all boats. No. When you cut taxes for the rich and you deregulate, when you do trickle-down economics, you have a giant boom-bust cycle. So everything takes off and everybody's like, yay, good times are never going to end. Everything's wonderful. Oh, shit, look at what just happened. And when I say look at what just happened, I, of course, means a giant economic crash. So They're wrong. They're fucking wrong, but it's also incredibly hypocritical of Donald fucking Trump to push abstinence only. Abstinence only my ass cheeks. The dude hasn't practiced abstinence in his life for a split second.